In the Northern Norway, shoes have been used in witchcraft as powerful symbols and tools of enchantment.
I had a dream that I swam.
In particular, the art of concealing shoes in chimneys, under floors, above ceilings, under stairs, around doors and windows, in the roof as apotropaic charms to protect the house inhabitants from harm here in Norway dates back to the 1500s.
You pull me in like the tide.
In the process of replacing some rotten floorboards in the house, several people up here have found single shoes covered by dust and grime of years of witchery right behind old wooden planks. The shoe sizes represented all ages, really. The material was almost always leather and rubber, but most of the finds are of a single shoe. But why something that at the time was considered a commodity would be used to be put in a resting place during the construction of a house or a barn?
I had needed my whole life.
Among the possible tons of reasons, the one that for sure resonates the most with how my brain functions is that shoes were probably one of the few garments which retains the shape of the wearer. Old shoes retain the shape of the owner's feet and therefore their essence. Like an imprint of a human character, as the leather molds to the wearer's foot, this garment is able to attract the evil presence rather than the wearer being attacked. Legends of old tell us that these evil energies and beings would be attracted by the strong smell that shoe would develop over time and direct towards it and being trapped in it forever. Another common tradition was the art of dressing the shoe with herbs or oils in order to imbue it with specific energies and intentions. These shoes would then be regularly worn, used in everyday life to manifest those energies and intentions.
Steady as the sunrise and the river flows. Time will go, time will go. Looking at the distance and what it could hold. All I know is it's beautiful.
The Sami people of my land crafted and still craft shoes made of reindeer hide, decorated with intricate beadwork and designs that had and have symbolic meaning. Often these shoes would carry the wearer's prayers to Saivu, the spirit world, acting as a conduit between the physical and spiritual realm. In Norse mythology, heel shoes were placed on the dead so that they could walk to Valhall through harsh and uneven terrains such as forests, rivers, and mountains. The custom of providing shoes for the dead existed in prehistoric Europe and continued as a general custom. Our god Vidar, the god of silence, so present in our lands up here, wandered all over Midgard to collect every leather scraps that men discarded after crafting their shoes to craft the mightiest shoe that he would wear on a final battle. The land up here has taught me that I walk in the footsteps of witches of old and the ancestors, and for this reason I firmly believe in the animism of the shoes. Although today, to the big world, these traditions can feel like a distant memory or even a quaint superstition, we have kept these traditions alive, and if you wish to incorporate shoes in your ritual work and as a means of connection to the Norse gods, I highly recommend to choose a special kind of shoes for this purpose. In this way, they will become your apotropaic charm, useful for an innumerable amount of reasons. You can burn one to prevent infection, the spreading of something, or to start out a new journey, a new chapter in life. You could bury one on your plot of land to keep evil inclined energies below the ground, in doing so protecting your property. You can hang a pair of shoes on the walls of your house. They will act as a magnet for the evil eye coming from people visiting your home, or simply as a way to trap or deflect evil. You can throw your chosen magical shoes in a tree to celebrate special occasions like finishing exams, or simply to celebrate your happiness, good news, so that more can come your way. This was done because gratitude has always been fundamental in Norse and Sami witchcraft and ways of life. You can worship our god Vidar in silence, to be at peace with nature and life, by simply putting an offering to him into your sacred apotropaic shoe. This can be done to honor any Norse god or goddess. You will just use the shoe as a vessel and choose different ingredients for this or that god or goddess. You can write the name of a god or goddess, or even a rune or a bind rune 9 times on a piece of paper. You can anoint the piece of paper with herbs or special oils to give the enchantment more power. Then fold it twice and put it in your left shoe in the morning to strengthen connection to a specific god or rune. At the end of the day, burn the paper in your cauldron or hearth, so the intention will reach the gods or the land via smoke. And if you are wondering why a shoe is a vessel and not a trail or a wooden plate, as I said, I feel the sorcery of the footsteps, walking in and on the footsteps of the ancestors, animals, and the land is highly primordial, and for this reason very effective. Up here, it was believed that burning an old shoe where the reindeer roams could break generational curses and spells. Up here, people also believed that turning their shoes could cure cramps or migraines, specifically putting the shoes under the bed so the souls faced upwards. If you had a sore throat, you could put a shoe from your left foot next to you on the couch or bed to ease it. A pinch of salt and a piece of red silk in your left shoe will ensure an harmonious relationship and end of arguments. Bits of Icelandic moss were tucked into the toes of the shoes, along with some rose petals harvested in the summer for luck in love. You can throw your magic shoe at your house if you're after a yes or no answer. In this way, the shoe acts as a form of divination. If it falls leaning on its left side, it's a yes. Leaning on the right side is a no. If you are in need of fast money, you can offer a penny to your apotropaic shoe as an old custom tell us to earn money you need to give away money. By putting a tiny bit of your saliva into your right shoe before leaving the house can ward off negativity. Possibilities are endless, really. Reality is that footwear or footsteps sorcery, as I call it, is incredibly personal, as shoes mold to our feet and are close to our body all day. This is what makes it terribly powerful. This is also a wonderful way to never throw an old pair of shoes away again, as you will need more and more apotropaic shoes in ritual work for concealing, throwing or burning shoes. The foot and our shoes are the only part to make direct contact with the land most of the time.
Fingerprints still on my skin.
Our feet support our body, and our shoes are often transformative, grounding us in this world and accompanying us in adventures that change our lives, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Shoes are the ones that stroll with us to where we truly belong or to where we do not belong at all. Shoes are the shimmering gold legends are made of. They are the sacred souls of mythology and folklore and fairy tales, and they do have a life of their own. As a vessel for sorcery and magic, shoes are oral yet very literary. They are doctrine but also practice. They are sacred yet profane, public yet very private. As the reindeer, shoes tend to migrate. They carry so much in terms of life and magic. They are a soul outside the soul, and at this point I'm rather sure you will never look at your shoes in the same way again, and even the most insignificant pair of shoes you own will have by now taken on an air of sanctity and divineness.
You're the shiver down my spine.